Good evening. I am compiling a bunch of stories. I know you're shocked by that. But my goal is at some point I'm going to put all these stories in a book and I will pass them on to my grandchildren and they can read these stories over the years. So today's story is entitled A Scorpion and a Pop-Pop. If you don't know, my dad, my kids and grandkid, is called Pop-Pop. So this is the story about one day when I was about 5 or 6, and I was walking along with my dad. And we were walking next to a stream, and as we were walking and we were talking and just enjoying the day, we looked out into the stream and saw a scorpion. And it was struggling in the water. Now, I knew nothing about scorpions other than the stories that my dad had told me. One, when he was growing up in Texas, at night, if you felt something fall on your bed, it was likely a scorpion. You did not want to wake up to that on your pillow next to you, so you got rid of it. I also knew that you didn't want to wake up next to you on your pillow because they stung. It had a tail and it stung, and you did not want to get stung by a scorpion. These are the two things I knew about scorpions. What I did not know about scorpions is they can't swim. My dad knew this, that they couldn't swim. So we see this scorpion struggling in the water, and all of a sudden, my dad walks down into the stream and reaches down to rescue the scorpion. He carefully picks the scorpion up with his fingers, walking back towards the bank, and he was just about to set the scorpion down when it stung him in the hand. And out of reaction, he let go. And as soon as he did, the scorpion fell back into the water. Now, when he realized what happened, I didn't know what he was going to do. He was shaking his hand in pain. But I saw him walk back into the water and pick the scorpion up once again, go to bring it to the shore. He got it about to the shore, even closer this time, and it stung him again. And out of reaction, he dropped the scorpion right back into the water. And then I saw a third time, walk back into the water, reach and grab the scorpion. It stung him this time, but he was prepared for it, held the scorpion, set the scorpion on the shore, and the scorpion ran off. Now, as a little boy witnessing this, I was very confused. I would have just drowned the scorpion. I don't want to get stung. So I asked him, I said, why did you keep trying to save the scorpion? It stung you every time you tried to rescue it. And Dad, as he often would in my life, would refer things back to the Bible. And so he said, in Matthew chapter 6, verse 43, it says, "You've heard that it has been said unto you, love thy neighbor and hate thine enemy. But I say unto you, love your enemies, bless them that curse you, do good unto them that hate you, and pray for them which despitefully use and persecute you." And he said, "Son," as he often did when we talk, "Son, just as it was our choice to walk along this path, it is the choice of the scorpion whether to sting or not." And he said, and just as it is the choice of the scorpion whether to sting or not, it is our choice to be compassionate to the scorpion and save it despite its actions. And then he said in Matthew chapter 5 and verse 16, it says, "Let your light so shine before men that they may see your good works and glorify your Father which is in heaven." He said we should never change our behaviors or our thoughts based on the behavior or the thoughts of others, no matter how bad it stings. He said you're going to come across people in your life who will harm you, who will insult you, and in many ways try to hurt you. And they'll do so out of ignorance. He said they may do so out of past pain or past experiences, or just a lack of understanding. But no matter what reason, we must never allow their actions, no matter how hurtful or painful, to rob us of our attitude. But most importantly, never ever let the actions of another person, no matter who it is, rob you of your faith and your dedication to Christ. Now, in our lives today, at some point we've all probably been the scorpion and lashed out in a way that maybe we shouldn't. Hopefully, more times than not, we are the person that gets lashed out at by the scorpion. But either way, we have to make that choice to not let the actions of another, not let the circumstances of life, not let whatever you're going through change who you are and change who I am. We are children of God. We are guaranteed a life, and a life more abundantly by Him. We should never let anyone change that. So maybe you've been the scorpion, or maybe you've been stung by someone and let it change your attitude or actions. The good news is, either way, through baptism or through prayers for forgiveness and encouragement, you don't have to spend another day letting those around you choose your life for you. If we can help you, come forward as we stand and sing.